genius of this town. He's one of my favorite people. Please welcome to the stage, Mohanad Elshieky.
Keep it going for Coob, everyone. Yeah. That was amazing. How are you guys doing? That's amazing. Good for you. My name is Mohanad. That's my name. I'm originally from Libya, the city of Benghazi. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You don't have to clap for that. That's cool. Because that would be a weird thing to clap for. I moved here to the US 4 years ago. And speak about timing. What a great time to move to this country. Wow. You guys are killing it. Democracy. Is this rock bottom for you to have an Arab guy mock your democracy? It seems wherever I live, wherever I go, the government shuts down. This is my second one. I hate it. Now about Trump being president for a year now. It feels more than that. See, when he got elected, people were so surprised that Trump got elected that so many people voted for him. Not me, I've seen that shit coming. Because I have watched enough America Got Talent. Yeah. To understand that this country always votes for the wrong person. There were 10 seasons of that show, 3 seasons. A ventriloquist won the whole thing. A ventriloquist. You should be mad. I've been living in Portland for a while now. Portland doesn't have diversity, and you know that because you have eyes. But every time people see me, they get excited because people will try to be as inclusive as possible, which is great. But here's the thing, people try to pronounce food names the same way they think we pronounce them back home, and I hate that. Because I was at a friend's house the other day and she was having hummus, and this is how we pronounce it, hummus. I was like, hey, can I have some of that? And she's like, sure. You want some of my hummus? Well, no, not anymore. Or there's a restaurant in downtown Portland called Habibi. See, Habibi is a nice word. This means my love or my dear. Some people decided they're gonna call it Habibi. Now let's imagine that you're married to an Arab woman and you're like, hey, how's it going, Habibi? Do you think that marriage will continue? Fuck no. I recently moved to a new place. I have a new roommate, and his name is Guion. Have you heard the name Guion before? Yeah, so if you haven't, I haven't either, so I asked, and I was like, what does that name mean? And he said, oh, Guion is an Italian name that translates to, God is great. And I'm like, cool, buddy. First, God is okay at best. Second, I felt kind of jealous. Because I know for sure that I cannot name my kid God is great in Arabic. Yeah. Because that won't fly. Like that literally won't fly anywhere. But Italian is cool. Now, speaking about flying, recently I traveled to the city of Bloomington in Indiana to do comedy. Has anyone here been to Indiana before? Nice, yeah, it's great. It's amazing there. If you go there, it's beautiful. You'd love it so much. I mean, if you never traveled before, you'd love it. There's nothing there. But I had to travel there, and the thing is, like, as I said, I've been living here for a while. I feel like I'm really good at calling out racism. When someone says something racist, I can, like, say something almost immediately. But the only place that still confuses me, though, is the airport. And I'll tell you why. Because while I was walking to get to my gate, I got stopped at the TSA, and the TSA agent looked at me, and he said, "Hola, amigo, no agua." And I was like, cool, bro. Yeah, sure. So I was like, first, this guy assumed that I was Hispanic. The reason you're not laughing is because you're looking at me. And you're like, I can see it. I'm not gonna say it, but I see it. That's okay, I get confused too. Now, but also he assumed that I did not speak English, which was the fucked up part. So I was like, you know what, Mohanad, this is a teaching moment. You gotta say something, yeah. There's no social change fairy. If you don't do it yourself, no one's gonna do it for you. Yeah. But I had a flight to catch. Plus I paid $400. Social change can wait. Yeah. Also, what the fuck was I supposed to say anyway? I can't be like, hey, you, look at me. Yeah, you. TSA agent. I'm not Hispanic. I'm actually from Libya. Yeah, you know, from the travel ban list? Yeah, that's me, yeah. Fuck you, next time profile right, do your job. Yeah. Teaching moment. Speak about something more fun, boy bands are fun. Do you mind if I ask you a question? What would you say is the worst boy band that you know? That's a lot of time. You can shout anything. Cool. I don't know who that is. See, the correct answer was all of them. But that works too. See, I'll tell you the 3 boy bands that I hate, starting by the ones I hate the most. So it says Jonas Brothers, One Direction, and ISIS. Not a fan. Some people are not laughing. Any ISIS fans here? I know some of you are looking at me like, hey, buddy, I think one of these groups is so different from the 2 others. I know, man, I'm not stupid. I mean, One Direction was not America's mistake, you know? Yeah. I know. That's a genius joke. I'll give you a second. No, here's the thing. If you think you hate ISIS, imagine being Al-Qaeda, you know? Somewhere in a cave, just sitting there watching ISIS thrive on TV and being like, fucking millennials. Anyway, what else? Let's find something more fun. There has been a lot of shootings lately. Police shootings mainly. I know. Yeah, it happens a lot. See, almost in 2016, almost 700 people were shot by the police in this country. Do you know how many people were shot by the police in Libya, which is the 3rd world country, in 2016? 0. Absolutely no one. Now, some people will argue that's because Libya has no police. Well, that's true, but not the point. Yeah, it was less fuck the police and more like, where the fuck is the police? But shootings happen a lot. And the last time a shooting happened, I didn't know where to take my outrage. So every, like a great liberal, I went to tweet it. Yeah, and I tweeted and I said, we shouldn't be praying, we shouldn't be sending thoughts and prayers, we should be praying for more gun control. Which to me sounded very logical. Sounded like something we can all stand behind. But that guy Kevin, though, yeah, he replied to me. And he said, and I quote, "You fucking Muslim, I eat bacon 24/7. Yeah? Great. I don't eat bacon, but I think that's super unhealthy. 24/7, do you do anything else, Kevin? Also, probably the worst argument against gun control. Shouting your favorite food at me. I'm gonna close with this. The other day, me and my friend, we were at the standing at the park blocks, and this guy who's a preacher comes to us, and he's like, "Hey, you two, are you from the Middle East?" I was like, "No, I am from Libya, which is in North Africa. Completely different." And he was like, "No." Wasn't buying it. He was like, "Sounds Middle Eastern to me." Which is not how geography works. Yeah? Shouldn't sound to you. I was like, "Okay, buddy, I am from the Middle East. What do you need here?" And he said, "No offense, but I think everything that came to the US from the Middle East should just go back to the Middle East." And I was like, "Everything?" And he's like, "Yes, everything that came to the US from the Middle East should just go back to the Middle East." And I was like, "Okay, buddy. I guess we're going back. We're taking the Middle Eastern food carts. We're taking the hummus. And Jesus Christ." And he was so mad. He was like, "No, Jesus was white." I don't know, sounds Middle Eastern to me. Also, if Jesus was white, his privilege would have saved him, you know? Here's a spoiler, if you haven't read the book, he doesn't make it. Definitely dies. Anyway, my name is Mohanad Elshieky, that's my time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Have a good night.